Today, we're going to be talking about the Hells Angels. And I guess a lot of people are nervous about this because they are opening a clubhouse in a neighborhood. And this comes up all the damn time, okay? All the damn time a club puts a clubhouse in a neighborhood, the cops are out there gaslighting everybody to make sure that it doesn't happen, or they make it miserable for them, or they'll use zoning laws and stuff. Plus, we're going to talk about the good stuff right here on Insane Throttle Biker News, baby. Okay, what if I told you that you're more safe in a neighborhood with a clubhouse than you are with a cop shop in the same location? You're probably going to say, Hollywood, you're crazy. You're a crazy man. But I'm not. It's been proven over and over and over again that neighborhoods that a clubhouse is put in, around the vicinity of the clubhouse, it's more safer. The neighbors trust the MC more than they do law enforcement. So does that upset law enforcement that's being done? I don't know. But they go out and gaslight everybody at the beginning, get them all scared, making the newspaper, if you will, and it's not necessary. Not necessary at all. The whole point of a neighborhood is to feel safe, to be able to have your kids be able to ride their bicycles without having to worry about some freak grabbing them. It's just ridiculous that they do this stuff. And what's even worse is they go on the news, they drum it up like some kind of Tasmanian devil, all this dust. That way it gets to see a city council meeting. Then they bring up zoning or the health department, and there was no reason to do it other than they don't like MCs. So we're going to talk about that right now. Now, it's going on in another country, but it is relative to what happens here in the United States as far as this law enforcement activity scaring people. So let's take a look at this one right here. Again, this is a different country, but it has a lot of relevance here. Hells Angels Motorcycle Club open clubhouse in Limerick. And this one right here, I believe, is in Ireland. My geography ain't the best here. Hells Angel Motorcycle Club has opened a clubhouse in County Limerick, the leader can reveal. It was celebration was organized with dozens of bikers from Limerick and across Ireland. There I was right with my geography, because I'm usually wrong with Australia and New Zealand, and boy, do they let me know that. And by the way, if it's hard to see me, I'm recording right after the show that we did with Mike Ball on Mike Ball's Insane Wheels with special guest Road Rage. Great conversation. Check it out. It was held at a location of their new clubhouse just off of N24. The arrival of the Hells Angels has caused concern among some of the locals in the wider Pallasgreen area. The leader understands that, Gardai in Limerick are aware of the Hells Angels' arrival. It goes on to say, with the membership over 6,000, 467 chapters, it's actually charters, 59 country. It's the largest motorcycle club in the world. It goes on to say, look, I'm sure they are passionate about their Harley Davidsons and going for bike rides and whatnot, but you do read an awful lot in the press about them, which would make you uneasy. That was from a local. And see, that's where the propaganda is, what I just said. They go into the press and start raising all kinds of hell, these cops. And this is what the locals see. Now, I guess this is what they call the cops out there. I don't know. While Gardai are aware of the opening of the Hells Angel Clubhouse on the weekend before last, it was handled very differently to the official initiation of the Banditos in Limerick 7 years ago. The gathering in 2016 was heavily policed, so by the local Gardai detectives and the region. So I guess it is cops. Now, the Limerick leader contacted Hells Angel MC Ireland asking what their plans for the clubhouse are and if they would like to allay the concern of some locals, but there was no response at the time to go in the press. Now, the leader also contacted a person who was familiar with the motorbike club scene and asked them about the Hells Angels. And they said they are sound. They took over an empty building and made a fine job of it. People are watching too much TV. Agree 1,000% with this. 1,000%. It is ridiculous, and you do watch too much TV. Start doing your own education. Check multiple sources. That way you're not considered ignorant. You're going to be safer with that Hells Angel clubhouse in your neighborhood or any biker clubhouse in your neighborhood. Look it up. Anyway, let's go to this right here. Harleys against heroin riders roar against drug abuse for the 10th year. Good stuff right here. Amelia, Ohio, the Harleys against heroin ride roared against drug abuse for the 10th year, organized by members of the Dry Riders Clean and Sober Motorcycle Club. The club consisted of riders who have experienced addiction and are now sober. They are on a mission to spread awareness about addiction through events like this. All the proceeds from the ride go to the people and community struggling with addiction and organizations that support them. I'm telling you what, them clean and sober clubs are real good clubs, man. They really are. They always lean on one another and help them through the hard times. Good stuff right there. Another good stuff is the Patriot Guard riders on this one. And unfortunately, this has happened more than once. Look out for one another. Motorcycle riders escort veteran without family to funeral in Bourne. A group of riders recently came together to escort a veteran without any family to his funeral in Bourne, Massachusetts. And this does happen a lot with the Vietnam vets. The Vietnam War veteran, whose identity has not been disclosed, passed away without any immediate family members to attend his funeral. Upon learning about this, a local motorcycle club called the Patriot Riders decided to step in and ensure that he received a proper send-off. The Patriot Riders, known for their support of veterans, organized a procession that included a dozen of motorcycles. They rode from the funeral home to Massachusetts National Cemetery, where the veteran was laid to rest. The gesture by the Patriot Riders was not only a tribute to the fallen veteran, but also a reminder of the importance of looking out for one another. In a time when many people may feel isolated and alone, this act serves as kindness, as a powerful example of the impact the community can have when they come together. Beautiful stuff right there, Patriot Riders. And like I said, it is disappointing that veterans are just laid to rest with no funerals or nobody attending them, or put in cemeteries where nobody knows them. This happens a lot with the homeless vets. We got to get it together, man. We really got to get it together. Help our veterans, will you? Come on, instead of sending billions overseas, spend them billions on our people. Second half of the show right now, you to get over on Motorcycle Madhouse, the YouTube channel. or on the radio station, motorcyclemadhouse.com live. China Doll is going to be coming in. We're going to be talking about the cycle of violence in Chicago. What can be done about it? And we might have a special guest who's from Chicago on the show. Rock on, baby. Get on over there. Check it out. Join the Insane Throttle Members Only Club on YouTube or Spotify and receive exclusive content. Your membership in the Throttle Club helps keep the show going strong.
Is an in-depth look at the trials and tribulations of street gang and motorcycle club life. This isn't the run-of-the-mill book that doesn't give the goods. This book will go into detail of events that actually happened. All materials in this book have been approved by those involved. There is nothing poetic, nor is there any price worth paying for the life we choose to live on the streets. James Hollywood Machikari, Brotherhood and Betrayal.
Introducing the all-new service from Insane Throttle Motorcycle Madhouse Radio. 24/7 and nothing but the best in 80s till today rock and metal, baby. And here's an added bonus. You can now listen to Motorcycle Madhouse Morning Show with Hollywood and China Doll live on the air. Go to motorcyclemadhouse.com and bookmark the radio station and get down with the king of biker radio.